So dear students, today we are going to discuss a very important concept. One question is frequently asked from this concept in your competitive exams, be it your NEET, be it IIT JAM, be it JEE, be it GATE or any other exam. One question is definitely asked from aromaticity. So let us discuss aromaticity with the help of very important and very good examples. So what are aromatic compounds actually? Aromatic compounds, for a compound to be aromatic, what are the necessary conditions for a compound to be aromatic? When we can call a compound an aromatic compound? The necessary condition is first, the compound should be cyclic. The compound should be cyclic. The compound should be cyclic. Number second, it should be conjugated. There should be enough conjugation. The compound should be conjugated. Number third, the compound should be planar. The compound should be planar. And number fourth, it should follow Huckel rule. It should follow Huckel rule. That means it should follow 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. It should follow 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. Now these are the four necessary conditions which are very useful in order to classify a compound to be aromatic. If any of these conditions is not satisfied, then we rule out the possibility of aromaticity. So for a compound to be aromatic, compound should be cyclic, compound should be conjugated, compound should be planar, and compound should follow 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. The value of n can be 0, it can be 1, 2, up to anything. If the value of n is 0, then we have 4 into 0 plus 2, that is 4 into 0 plus 2 means 2 pi electrons. If a system has 2 pi electrons, then it is aromatic. Or if we have value of n1, 4 into 1 plus 2, that is 6 pi electrons. 4 into 2 plus 2, that is 10 pi electrons. 4 into 3 plus 2, that is 14 pi electrons. Means if we have 2 pi, 6 pi, 10 pi, 14 pi, 18 pi electrons, then the compound follows Huckel rule. But it should also be cyclic, it should be conjugated, it should be planar, it should follow Huckel rule. Then a compound can be called aromatic compound. We will discuss it with the help of examples. Number second category of compounds is anti-aromatic compounds. Anti-aromatic. Now, what are anti-aromatic compounds? What are the conditions for a compound to be anti-aromatic? The compound should be cyclic. Here also the compound should be cyclic. It should be conjugated. The compound should be conjugated. It should also be planar. Now, what is planarity? We will discuss it. It should also be planar, but it should not follow 4n plus 2 pi rule. It should follow 4n pi rule. There should be multiples of 4n pi electrons. If n is 1, therefore there should be 4 pi electrons. If n is 2, there should be 8 pi electrons. If n is 3, 4 into 3, 12 pi electrons, 16 pi electrons, 20 pi electrons means multiples of 4. If the compound has 4n pi electrons, then it's anti-aromatic, and if there are 4n plus 2 pi electrons, then the compound is aromatic. But other conditions are to be followed as well. Compound should be well conjugated, it should be planar, it should be cyclic. So these are the conditions for a compound to be anti-aromatic. Now number third category of compounds is that's known as non-aromatic compounds. Non-aromatic. Now what are non-aromatic compounds? What are the conditions? It is not necessary that a compound should be cyclic. Compound should not be cyclic. It may be cyclic or may not. Means for a compound to be non-aromatic, to be non-aromatic, cyclic is not the condition. The conjugation, compound should not be conjugated. There should be no conjugation. There should be no extended conjugation. No extended conjugation. If you guys do not know what is conjugation, I have uploaded a very useful video for conjugation in which I have discussed everything about conjugation. You can watch that. That's lecture 3 or 4 of GOC. You can watch that. And compound, it is not, compound should not be planar. It should not obey Huckel rule. Huckel rule should not be obeyed. Huckel rule should not be obeyed. Now let us discuss this with the help of examples. Let us discuss this with the help of examples. Now for a compound to be aromatic, it should be cyclic, it should be planar, it should follow 4n plus 2 pi rule. Now first thing we are discussing cyclic. Now what is this cyclic compound? If we take examples like this, we have benzene, it's a cyclic compound. We have one more example like this, it's an open chain compound. We have one more example like this, it's a cyclic compound and it has one more double bond over here. And let us take one more example. Let us take one more example like this. Let us take one more example. Now we have to see which one among these is aromatic. The question is, these are four examples, example A, example B, example C and example D. The aromatic one is R. Among these, the aromatic one is R. Now for a compound to be aromatic, it should be cyclic. This compound is not cyclic, it is an open chain structure. Therefore, this is not cyclic, it is not cyclic. If it is not cyclic, it cannot be aromatic. But there is conjugation. Conjugation means pi single pi bond. There is conjugation. Therefore, compound should be cyclic. It should also have conjugation. But the compound is not cyclic. Therefore, B is not aromatic. B is not aromatic. It is not aromatic. Now see, among A, this is the example of benzene. In this case, the compound is cyclic. This is a cyclic compound. And we have how many pi electrons? These are 2 pi electrons, 4 pi electrons, 6 pi electrons. I have told you that if the compound contains 2 pi electrons, 6 pi electrons, 10 pi electrons, 14 pi electrons, then it's aromatic. Means it follows Huckel rule. It follows 4n plus 2 pi rule. That is 4 into 1 plus 2, that is 6 pi rule. Now number third, is there conjugation? Yes, there is conjugation. We can shift this double bond over here. We can shift it over here. There is conjugation. Means all the conditions are satisfied. Compound is cyclic, follows Huckel rule, it is conjugated. Now what about planarity? Is the compound planar or not? How can you check planarity of the molecule? Planarity of the molecule, let us discuss planarity of the molecule. Now this is our benzene ring. This is our benzene ring. It contains 6 carbon atoms. In this case, there is a double bond at alternate carbon atom. Means hybridization on this carbon is sp2. Hybridization is on this carbon is sp2. On this carbon is sp2. On this carbon is sp2. It is sp2. When we have, for planarity of the molecule, either we should have sp2 hybridization or we should have sp hybridization. Now, see, planarity means these p orbitals, there is overlap between these p orbitals. The greater the overlap between p orbitals, the more is conjugation, the more is planarity. For a molecule to be planar, there should be effective overlap between these p orbitals. Means these p orbitals, they should be held in such a way that there is effective overlap between these p orbitals. Now, how can you check directly whether a molecule is planar or not? You have to remember up to 7-membered cyclic systems. Up to 7-membered cyclic systems are all planar. All are planar. All are planar. Means cyclopropane, cyclobutane, cyclopentane, cyclohexane, cycloheptane, they are all planar. Because in that case, if there is sp2 or sp hybridization, all of them lie in the plane. Now what about, therefore this compound is definitely an aromatic compound. It follows all the conditions. It is cyclic, there is conjugation, it follows 4n plus 2 pi electron rule, it is planar in nature. Now come to this this compound. In this compound we have 2 pi electrons, 4 pi electrons, 6 pi electrons and 8 pi electrons. This electron pair 2, 4, 6, 8. In this case, there are 8 pi electrons. 8 pi electrons means it follows 4n pi rule. 4n pi rule means 4 into 2 pi rule. That's 4 into 2 is equal to 8 pi rule. It follows 4n rule. 4n rule is followed in case of anti-aromatic compounds. Therefore, it should be anti-aromatic. Now see, this compound is cyclic. This compound is cyclic. It is having 4n pi electrons, that's 8 pi electrons. There is conjugation, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond. There is conjugation, it's conjugated. It is also planar molecule, but the Huckel rule is not followed over here. It follows 4n pi rule, therefore it's anti-aromatic. Now what about this compound? If we if we count the number of pi electrons 2, 4, 6 and 8, there are 8 pi electrons. But in case if there is a ring present in a molecule, if there is a ring present in the molecule and a side chain, we have to consider only ring. We have to consider only ring, not this side chain. So if we consider only ring, there are 2, 4 and 6 pi electrons. And the compound is cyclic. There is a conjugation, therefore it is planar, therefore it is aromatic. So the aromatic ones in this case are compound A and compound C are aromatic, rest are not. This is example first which we have explained. Now let us discuss more examples. Let us discuss more examples and let us discuss the type of questions which will be asked in competitive exams from the concept of aromaticity. Now let us take example like this. We have cyclopropane. We have cyclopropane with positive charge and we have cyclopropane with negative charge. Now see, in this case the number of pi electrons, negative charge is also considered as pi electron density if it is in conjugation. Now see, in this case the number of pi electrons is 2 from here, 2 from negative charge. There are 4 pi electrons. In this case there are only 2 pi electrons. Is there delocalization? Yes, we can shift this bond over here. We can get resonance structure. We can get resonance. हमने इस बॉन्ड को शिफ्ट किया, यहाँ पे पॉजिटिव चार्ज और यहाँ पे डबल बॉन्ड. Therefore conjugation is there. It is 2 pi. It is conjugated. जैसे कि मैंने आपको कहा up to 7 membered rings all are planar. Therefore this molecule is planar. It follows 4n plus 2 pi rule. If we take n is equal to 0, that is 4 into 0 plus 2 pi rule, that is 2 pi. It has 2 pi electrons, therefore it follows Huckel rule. It follows Huckel rule. Compound which obeys Huckel rule, which is cyclic, which is planar, which is conjugated, is aromatic. Therefore this compound is aromatic. Now take this compound. There are 2 electrons and 2 electrons, that is 4 pi electrons. 4 pi electrons means it follows 4n pi rule. 4n pi rule means it follows anti-aromatic rule. Therefore this compound is anti-aromatic. Although this compound is cyclic, it is planar, it is conjugated, but it does not follow Huckel rule. Therefore this compound is anti-aromatic and this compound is aromatic. Now let us take more examples. Let us discuss more examples. Now let us take this type of example. This is cyclopentadiene cation and this is cyclopentadiene anion. Let us take these 2 examples. Now in this case the number of pi electrons is, we have 2 pi electrons and 2 pi electrons, that is 4 pi electrons. In this case we have 2 plus these 2, that is 6 pi electrons. Both the compounds are cyclic. Both the compounds are conjugated. We can show conjugation over here. Both are conjugated. Both the compounds are planar because it is a 5-membered ring. And the only difference is it follows 4n pi rule. It follows 6 pi rule. That is 4n plus 2 pi rule. Means it follows Huckel rule of aromaticity. It follows Huckel rule of anti-aromaticity. Therefore this compound is aromatic and this compound is anti-aromatic. Now see the difference between aromatic and anti-aromatic. Aromatic compounds are more stable than non-aromatic compounds, than anti-aromatic compounds. Anti-aromatic. This is the energy level diagram. Anti-aromatic compounds have high energy and aromatic compounds have least energy. Therefore these are more stable compared to non-aromatic compounds, compared to anti-aromatic compounds. इसका मतलब क्या है? मतलब ये है, अगर कोई हमारे पास aromatic compound है, वो नहीं चाहेगा anti-aromatic or non-aromatic बनना. Means an aromatic compound will never try to become non-aromatic or anti-aromatic. Why? Because these are not stable. These are less stable. But if we have an anti-aromatic compound, it will try to become aromatic compound. And if we have a non-aromatic compound, it will try to become an aromatic compound. Why? Because these are unstable. They want to become stable molecules. They want to become stable compounds. Therefore हम यहाँ से decide करेंगे कि कौन सा compound ज़्यादा reaction show कर सकता है. Aromatic compounds will be less reactive compared to non-aromatic and anti-aromatic. देयरफॉर स्टेबिलिटी ऑर्डर की अगर हम बात करेंगे, स्टेबिलिटी ऑर्डर, तो एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड्स आर मोर स्टेबल देन नॉन एरोमेटिक विच आर मोर स्टेबल देन एंटी एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड्स। तो अगर मैं यहाँ पे आपको क्वेश्चन पोज करूंगा, out of this A and B, which is more stable? We have to check aromaticity. B is aromatic, it is more stable compared to A, therefore it's more stable. More stable means it's having less energy compared to this. This is the stability order and reverse will be the energy order. A compound which has less energy will be more stable. Now let us discuss other examples. This is a very useful topic. Let us discuss this type of example. Let us discuss this type of example. This is A, this is B. Now let us see which one will be aromatic. Now see, this is a polar bond. C double bond O is polar bond. Why polar? Because oxygen is more electronegative than carbon. If oxygen is more electronegative, we can generate polarity over here. Means we can break this bond. If I break this bond, it will be broken down towards oxygen. As a result, what happens? We will get a new structure. That structure will be like this. We have carbon oxygen single bond, negative charge on oxygen and positive charge on carbon. In this case, we can break this bond towards oxygen because oxygen is more electronegative. Therefore, we can get O negative and this plus. Now see which one will be aromatic. Now in this case, consider this part. This is a cyclopropane system with a pi bond and a positive charge. Therefore, there are 2 pi electrons. In this case, there are 2 and 2, that's 4 pi electrons. In this case, we have 4 pi electrons and a positive charge. In this case, we have 2 pi electrons. Now, it is a cyclopropane, it is cyclic. This is also cyclic. Now, this molecule is planar. This molecule is also planar. Now, this molecule is conjugated. There is resonance. We can shift this bond over here. We can shift this bond. We can shift this bond. Means there is also, this is also conjugated. The only difference is that it follows 2 pi electron, that is 4n plus 2 pi rule. That's Huckel rule. It follows 4n rule. Therefore, this compound is aromatic and this compound is anti-aromatic. Means this compound is more stable compared to this compound. This compound is less reactive compared to this compound. अगर हम reactions की बात करेंगे, this compound is more stable compared to this compound. Aromatic compound will be less reactive compared to non-aromatic or anti-aromatic compound. Let us take more examples. तो पहला जो क्वेश्चन यहाँ से आता है वो ये आता है, गिवन बिलो आर सर्टेन कंपाउंड्स, वी हैव टू चेक विच वन विल बी एरोमेटिक और एंटी एरोमेटिक और नॉट. नाउ लेट अस टेक दिस टाइप ऑफ एग्जांपल. Let us take this type of example and let us take one more example. Let us take this example, one more example. And let us take one more example. We have to explain out of ABC, बहुत ही important example है. Out of ABC, which one will be aromatic or not? Out of ABC, which one will be aromatic and which will be not? This is A, this is B, and this is C. Now see, in this case, this is a cyclic system. This is cyclic first. This is planar molecule because all the carbon atoms are sp2 hybridized. This is sp2, sp2, sp2. मैंने आपको दिखाया है sp2 कैसे निकालते हैं. हम नंबर ऑफ सिग्मा बॉन्ड्स काउंट करते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पे 1 सिग्मा बॉन्ड, 2 सिग्मा बॉन्ड, 3 सिग्मा बॉन्ड. अगर 3 सिग्मा बॉन्ड्स आते हैं देन sp2. If it comes out to be 4 sigma bonds, then sp3. If it comes out to be 2 sigma bonds, then sp. If we have sp2 and sp3 hybridization, then the compound is planar. It's planar. It is cyclic. It's conjugated. There is extended conjugation. Pi bond, single bond, pi bond, single bond, pi bond, single bond, pi bond, single bond. That's conjugation. There is conjugation. It is conjugated system. Now how many 4n plus 2 pi electrons? 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, 8 pi, 10 pi. There are 10 pi electrons. 10 pi electrons means 4n plus 2 pi. If we take value of n equal to 0, then it is 2 pi. If we take value of n equal to 1, then it is 6 pi. If we take value of n is equal to 2, then it's 10 pi. Similarly 14 pi. Now there are 10 pi electrons, means it obeys 4n plus 2 pi rule. Means this compound is surely aromatic. This compound is surely aromatic. Now what about this compound? This compound is also cyclic. This compound is conjugated. This compound contains 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 pi electrons. You can remember the rule like this: if there are odd number of pi bonds, then the compound is aromatic, then it follows Huckel rule. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's odd electrons, it follows Huckel rule. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's odd electrons, it follows Huckel rule. This is 10 pi. But what about planarity of the molecule? Now in this case, there is hydrogen atom and there is hydrogen atom. Now these two hydrogen atoms, they undergo repulsion, bond repulsion between hydrogen and hydrogen. Now these two hydrogen atoms, they undergo repulsion. Because of the repulsion, steric repulsions between this hydrogen and this hydrogen, somewhat planarity is lost. Means Huckel rule is obeyed, compound is cyclic conjugated, but the planarity is lost because of these two hydrogen atoms. Since planarity is lost, therefore we rule out the possibility of aromaticity. This compound is not planar. It is not planar. Why it is not planar? Because of steric repulsions between hydrogen and hydrogen repulsions. As a result, what happens? These two bonds, this bond repels each other, it bulges away. Therefore, planarity in this molecule is lost. If planarity is lost, it cannot be called an aromatic compound, because any of the condition, if it is not followed for aromaticity, then the compound is not aromatic. Now what about this compound? This compound is also cyclic. Therefore this compound is not non-aromatic. It is non-aromatic. This compound is cyclic. It contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 odd number of pi bonds. Therefore it obeys Huckel rule. It obeys Huckel rule. Number third, it is conjugated. But this molecule is planar in nature. Why this molecule is planar? क्योंकि यहाँ पे जो हाइड्रोजन एटम्स थे वो अलग अलग थे. यहाँ पे इनको हमने बॉन्ड किया है विद CH2 ग्रुप. मतलब हमने क्या किया है, हमने ये जो बेंजीन रिंग है इसको हमने यहाँ पे प्लेन में रखा है. दिस इज बेंजीन रिंग इन द प्लेन. ये बेंजीन रिंग है, ये सारी प्लेन में है. और इन दो हाइड्रोजन एटम्स को हमने प्लेन के ऊपर ले आए लाइक दिस. 2 हाइड्रोजन एटम्स वी टुक आउट ऑफ द प्लेन. मतलब CH2 ग्रुप को हमने प्लेन के ऊपर लिया लाइक दिस. अब आप खुद ही बताओ, अगर ये प्लेन के ऊपर है तो ये नीचे जो ये बेंजीन रिंग है ये सारी इन द प्लेन है. मींस दिस बेंजीन रिंग इज इन द प्लेन एंड दीज टू CH2 ग्रुप्स दे आर अवे फ्रॉम द प्लेन. दे आर अवे फ्रॉम द प्लेन. मींस जो ये पाई बॉन्ड्स है इनकी प्लेनरिटी पे कोई असर नहीं पड़ता है. दैट्स व्हाई दिस कंपाउंड इज प्लेनर इन नेचर. इट्स एरोमेटिक. सो कंपाउंड A and C आर एरोमेटिक. देयरफॉर स्टेबिलिटी ऑर्डर की बात करेंगे, A and C विल बी इक्वली स्टेबल एंड B विल बी लीस्ट स्टेबल. ना बात करते हैं और एग्जाम्पल्स की. विल डिस्कस अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एग्जाम्पल. बात करते हैं एक इंपॉर्टेंट एग्जाम्पल की. दिस इज साइक्लोऑक्टाटेट्रीन. दिस इज साइक्लोऑक्टाटेट्रीन. This compound is cyclic. It contains 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4 pi bonds. That's not odd. That's even. Means 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 pi electrons. If there are even pi bonds or even pi bonds 1, 2, 3, 4, then it's aromatic. Now all the carbon atoms are sp2 hybridized. It should be planar, but it is not planar. Therefore, this compound, it obeys 4n pi rule. It should be anti-aromatic. That's why this compound is asked in exams. It should be anti-aromatic. This compound should be anti-aromatic. But actually what this compound is actually non-aromatic. This compound is non-aromatic. Why? Because the compound is cyclic. The compound follows Huckel rule, that's anti-aromatic rule, 4n pi rule. It contains 8 pi electrons. There is conjugation in the compound. There is conjugation. but there is no planarity. No planarity. Why there is no planarity? जैसे कि मैंने आपको कहा, up to 7 membered rings, all the molecules are planar, but the number of rings in this case is, number of carbon atoms in this case is 8. Now, why it is not planar? Because this compound actually exists in the form of tub shape. The shape of the compound is actually this. This compound actually exists in the form of tub shape. This is the shape of the compound. Actually, this is the shape of the compound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is actually the shape of the compound. It is tub-shaped molecule. This molecule is tub-shaped. This molecule is tub-shaped. When its original shape is tub-shaped, in tub shape, its planarity is lost. Planarity is lost in this case. If planarity is lost, therefore, it cannot be called an anti-aromatic compound, because necessary condition is compound should be cyclic, planar, conjugated, 4 and pi rule. If any of the condition is not followed, then we rule out the possibility of aromaticity or anti-aromaticity. Therefore, this compound is non-aromatic. This compound is non-aromatic. This compound is usually asked in your competitive exams, because by looking at the compound, you will see that it's anti-aromatic. The actual structure is tub shape. There is no planarity in the molecule. Therefore, it is non-aromatic compound. अगर हम इसी कंपाउंड को क्या करेंगे, if we give 2 electrons to it, if we give 2 electrons to it, means this compound then becomes like this. If it accepts 2 electrons, if it accepts 2 electrons, we have 2 electrons over here. Now the total number of pi electrons is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 pi electrons. 10 pi electrons means 4n plus 2 pi rule. 4n plus 2 pi rule means it obeys Haeckel rule. If it obeys Haeckel rule, it becomes aromatic. In this case, the aromaticity is planarity is retained. It becomes aromatic. Now the question may be asked. Question may be asked like this: which of the following reaction is feasible? Which of the following is more acidic? Which of the following is more acidic? Is more acidic. Now see, we have cyclopropane, we have hydrogen over here, hydrogen over here. This is compound A. We have this compound, hydrogen over here, hydrogen over here. This is compound B. This is one type of question that may be asked. You have to explain, the order of acidic nature of A is greater than B or more than B or equal to C. तो एसिड क्या होता है, जैसे कि मैंने बहुत बार डिस्कस किया है, बहुत अच्छे कंसेप्ट, बहुत अच्छी तरह से मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया है एसिड बेस कंसेप्ट को. देयर आर 3-4 लेक्चर्स ऑफ एसिड बेस कंसेप्ट आई हैव अपलोडेड. एसिड इज अ स्पीशीज व्हिच गिव्स प्रोटॉन. तो यहाँ पे बेस लेंगे कोई भी, फॉर एग्जांपल OH आयन, NaOH. बेस का काम होता है इस प्रोटॉन को एब्स्ट्रैक्ट करना. अगर बेस यहाँ से प्रोटॉन एब्स्ट्रैक्ट करेगी तो इसका इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर यहाँ आएगा. अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर यहाँ आएगा तो नेगेटिव चार्ज on this species. Similarly, अगर यहाँ से हम बेस लेंगे, aim of using base is to abstract a proton. एसिड वही होता है जो प्रोटॉन देगा. अगर ये प्रोटॉन देगा उसके बाद ये क्या बनेगा, नेगेटिवली चार्ज्ड स्पीशीज. ना अब हमें देखना है कि आफ्टर द लॉस ऑफ प्रोटॉन जो भी ये स्पीशीज बनती है, ये स्टेबल बनती है या नहीं बनती है. ना दिस कंपाउंड कंटेन्स 4 pi electrons and this compound contains 2, 4 and 6 pi electrons. This compound is aromatic and this compound is anti-aromatic. This compound is aromatic and this compound is anti-aromatic compound. Now this compound is aromatic. Aromatic compound is more stable compound. Therefore, this compound will be formed. Therefore, this B type of molecule, it will easily lose H positive ion to form aromatic compound, but it will not lose. Therefore, B will be more acidic compared to A. ये वाला प्रोटॉन जो है, दिस विल बी मोर एसिडिक कंपेयर टू दिस टाइप ऑफ प्रोटॉन. व्हाई? आफ्टर द लॉस ऑफ दिस प्रोटॉन जो हमारे पास कंजुगेट बेस बनती है, एनाइन बनता है, दैट्स एरोमेटिक, दैट्स मोर स्टेबल. More stable means it will be formed, but this is less stable. From more stable, a less stable compound cannot be formed. This is how we have to use the concept of aromaticity to check acid-base nature of compounds. Now let us discuss more examples. Let us discuss examples from heterocyclic compounds. Now what are heterocyclic compounds? heterocyclic compounds. These are cyclic compounds. We have a cyclic compound, for example, benzene. In this case, all these atoms are carbon atoms. If we replace any of the carbon atom by a hetero atom means, for example, oxygen, or we can replace it by nitrogen, or we can replace it by sulfur or any other atom. Means in a cyclic compound, if we replace any of the carbon atom, you can replace 1, 2 or 3. If we replace any of the carbon atom by a hetero atom means atom different from that of carbon, such as oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, then the compounds are called heterocyclic compounds. Let us see the aromatic nature of these heterocyclic compounds. Now let us take heterocyclic compound like this. Let us take heterocyclic compound like this. We know that oxygen contains lone pair of electrons. Out of these two lone pair of electrons, this is nitrogen, this is a heterocyclic compound, 5-membered heterocyclic compound, and this is sulfur, this is a heterocyclic compound. Now see, in this case there are 4 pi electrons. If this lone pair of electrons takes part in conjugation, means this bond moves over here, this bond moves over here, this bond moves over here, means resonance takes place because of this pi electron, because of this lone pair of electron, means this lone pair of electron is in conjugation with the ring. That lone pair of electron which is in conjugation with the ring, that is to be counted in case of Huckel rule. Therefore, the number of pi electrons is, these are 2 pi electrons, and this pair is a 2 pi electron because it takes part in the conjugation. This does not take part. Therefore, this compound is aromatic because it contains 6 pi electrons. This is not considered, this is not to be counted because this does not take part in the conjugation of the ring. This is a 6 pi electron system. In this case, 2 electrons, 6 pi electrons, 6 pi electrons. So all of them are aromatic in nature because they obey Huckel rule. They are cyclic, they are planar, they are conjugated, they obey Huckel rule. Now this compound is called furan. This is called pyrrole, and this is called thiophene. These are heterocyclic compounds which are aromatic. Now let us take 6-membered heterocyclic compounds. If we take 6-membered heterocyclic compound like this, this is a 6-membered heterocyclic compound. Now let us take this, and let us take one more heterocyclic compound, 6-membered, that's pyrimidine. Now what about these? Are they aromatic? Now see the number of number of pi bonds: 1 pi bond, 2 pi bond, 3 pi bond, means odd pi bonds, or you can count 2, 4, 6 pi electrons. 6 pi electrons means 4n plus 2 rule is followed. In this case 2, 4, 6 pi electrons is 4n plus 2 rule is followed. Either you can check the odd number of electrons. If there are odd number of electrons, then it will be aromatic, provided it should be cyclic, it should be conjugated, there should be the molecule should be planar in nature. So both A and B are aromatic in nature. Let us talk about now fluenes. They are important from competitive exam point of view. Now this is a molecule, it contains double bond over here, and we have a 5-membered ring on this side. Now this is very important example. We have to check whether it is aromatic or not. You have to check which among these is aromatic. I'll give you a concept and you can do number of examples then on your own. Now see, in case of fluenes, what happens? We can break this bond. If I break this bond towards this side, then this ring becomes negatively charged, this becomes positively charged. This ring becomes negative, means we have negative charge over here and positive charge over here. Means यहाँ पे 2 रिंग्स बनते हैं. एक रिंग हमारा ये बनता है, ये पॉजिटिव चार्ज का है, और एक रिंग हमारा ये बनता है, दिस इज नेगेटिवली चार्जड रिंग. ना सी यहाँ पे 2 पाई इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं, यहाँ पे 2, 4, 6 पाई इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है. मीन्स यहाँ पे भी ऑड नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है 1, यहाँ पे ऑड नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स 3 है. मीन्स बोथ ऑफ दीज कंपाउंड्स आर बोथ ऑफ दीज रिंग्स आर एरोमेटिक, बोथ आर एरोमेटिक. अगर फ्लुएन्स में दोनों रिंग्स एरोमेटिक होते हैं तब कंपाउंड एरोमेटिक होता है. मीन्स दिस कंपाउंड इज एरोमेटिक इन नेचर। अगर हम इस कंपाउंड की बात करेंगे, यहाँ पे अगर हम यहाँ इसकी साइड बॉन्ड को ब्रेक करेंगे तो यहाँ पे पॉजिटिव चार्ज, यहाँ पे नेगेटिव चार्ज। नाउ सी, यहाँ पे पॉजिटिव चार्ज और यहाँ पे नेगेटिव चार्ज। Now see, in this case, this one is aromatic, it contains 2 pi electrons, but this one is not aromatic because it contains 4 pi electrons. If in case of fullerenes, only one ring is aromatic and the other is not, then the compound as a whole is anti-aromatic. This compound is anti-aromatic. So the condition in case of fullerenes is that both the rings should be aromatic. Both the rings should be aromatic in case of fullerenes. If both the rings are aromatic, then the compound is aromatic. So guys, we have discussed here a concept called aromaticity. We have discussed lot number of examples in case of aromatic compounds. You can do other examples on your own. There are lot number of examples. You can Google it and you can see lot number of examples and you can check them whether they are aromatic, non-aromatic or homoaromatic or not. Now see, the questions can be asked on the basis of acidic nature, on the basis of stability, on the basis of reactivity, on the basis of increasing order of stability, on the basis of decreasing order of stability. These are the type of questions which can be asked from aromaticity. Or simply a question can be asked which are given below are certain compounds. You have to arrange those compounds in the order of, you have to arrange those compounds which are aromatic, which are anti-aromatic, which are non-aromatic. So this was very important concept. Frequently one question is asked from this concept. Every year question is asked. Therefore do practice lot of examples, because practice, if you once you practice lot number of examples, the concept becomes very much clear. Thanks for watching this video.